It's so good to have Rick Mould back. Let's quickly go over that forecast. Really not a lot to talk about, just hot and muggy days ahead, at least for the next couple days. About 72 degrees out there already. High temperatures 94, full sunshine. No rain to even think about today or tomorrow. It looks like Sunday and Monday are the biggest days for rain. We're up to about 40 and 50% chance of those pop-up showers, so just keep an eye on it.
Gets kind of hot in here when that pressure's on doing that show, doesn't it, Mr. Curtis?
It does.
That's
I
right.
need
That's
some
why
iced
coffee. Kind of iced coffee cools you off, Matthew. Thank you. We're just talking about all that. Mike Curtis, so you were county commissioner over there in Lauderdale County when?
2.5 terms, 96 to 06.
Yeah, a regular on our program over there that we
had a good time over there.
Yeah, over there all the time, all the time. And 2 daughters, a son.
Yeah. 5 grandsons.
Awesome.
That's a lot. Now, you've been out of politics for how long?
Be 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
And so you're running for the Senate District 1 that's been expanded to replace Tammy Irons, a friend of yours.
Yes, yes. Goes all the way across Lauderdale, Limestone, a portion of Madison. So it's a lot bigger district than we're used to. But we're meeting, going across, meeting.
Tammy did a good job in her, and then she decided not to run, and she contacted you to come in for that, fill in. You're running against a guy you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Dr. Melson.
Yeah.
You're running on, so you're only going to do 1 term. Why is that?
Well,
think about it.
No, we're doing, my first pre-filed bill will be term limits. Now, if we had term limits, really, especially in Washington right now, I think we be one of the things to keep us out of the shape we're in up there. But I think 3 terms is enough. I was 1 term in the House, and I was just, nobody wants to tell you anything down there, so you have to learn. So it takes 4 years to even know how to maneuver the system down there. So, you know, my first pre-filed bill will be termed 3 terms, and that's 12 years. That's enough for anybody. And we'll see who co-signs and who wants to go along with it. If nobody pushes it, and I'll pre-file it every year, I'm saying 3 terms. If the good citizens elect me, I'm out. I think 3 terms, 12 years, that's enough for anybody.
Yeah, you'll be old by then anyway.
That's right.
All right, tomorrow you got a big thing here in Athens. Are you doing this in several different places? Are you just starting in Athens or what?
Well, we're starting in Athens. We'll have one in Lauderdale, and then we're working on one in Madison. Tomorrow we'll have a meet and greet. We'll have Wendell Dean and his band will be playing hot dogs, and it's just we need to, you know, it's just meeting everybody and kind of letting them know what.
Free event down to Sheriff's Arena, right off Highway 99. Everybody knows where that is. So come on down. All right, let's get to one of the main questions here, Mike. How, when as you're running, you have to, and you're running as a Democrat, how difficult is that road going to be?
Well, you know, I've met different constituents out there, and I think if you look at the numbers, both Democrat and Republican, the independents really have a majority now. They look at the person, and I think statewide and locally that's what you need to do. I never had to, as a Democrat in the House, I never did have to sign a pledge that I'd support what they told me to. If you look at my record, I probably voted, you know, 25–30% with the Republicans if it was good for my district and good for the state.
So basically, let me ask you this question. You've never met President Obama.
No.
You personally have never hung out at parties with Nancy Pelosi.
No.
Never met her. You probably never shook hands with Harry Reid.
No.
You probably feel the same way about all 3 of those people as I do.
Right.
As most of the people watching right now do.
True.
Exactly.
But more than likely, your opponent will come out, or somebody will, that you know all 3 of those people.
Oh yeah, you know, in 10 when I was running for re-election, you know, I had my picture next to Nancy Pelosi, and you know,
she wears some nice pearls, doesn't she?
I guess I couldn't see it. I don't know how they superimpose, but anyway, yeah, you know, I mean, we need to talk about what's good for Alabama, not what nationally.
But unfortunately,
that's right.
That's going to be probably the biggest hurdle you're going to be faced with.
That's it. But let me tell you, corruption in Alabama, down in Montgomery right now, you got the Speaker of the House that's been listed in some indictments. You know, not everybody, and that goes both parties. You know, you have corruption, and it just seems like when you get a little power, doesn't matter what party, it can lead to that. So there's some things down in Alabama, in Montgomery, we need to change. You know, government works when you compromise, and a supermajority is not compromising. You know, we need to debate bills. We need to talk about what's good for Alabama. And we've got, you know, we're to a point right now, everything's been cut. I'm talking about, you know, Janice and I are involved in Special Olympics. Well, those adults, mentally challenged, are to a point now, their funds have been cut, that they're not going to be able to go to a facility because there's no room. And so they'll be at home with their parents if they're still alive. And I mean, you know, we got some our age and older that, you know, they need a place to stay and to be taken care of, and we're not seeing that. And we've got to make sure we fund those programs. Mental health, that's another program that's got to be funded. I mean, you know, there's places to cut, and I understand that, but we also have a responsibility for those that can't help themselves.
So what is your plan over the next couple of months as we go into November to win this state Senate seat?
Well, we got to do it the old grassroots way, and that's go door to door and advertise on Jamie Cooper and Company. And
drink iced coffee.
That's right, drink iced coffee. And I'm fixing to develop a taste for that right now.
All right, let's talk about tomorrow coming again. So 11 o'clock starts. Y'all be there 3 or 4 hours tomorrow. Glad handing people, feeding people, and listening to some good music. That's out there. It's a free event out at the arena. Bryce, am I forgetting anything? Give me a signal. If not, bathroom's right back there. And, it flushes the normal way.
Oh, your son is darling.
Of course, we've known Bryce since he's about this big.
Oh, man.
Over the show.
Well, you know, we played those basketball games. Boy, we had some good times.
Oh,
yeah, you were on our team. Well, we used to, you know, we had that one school over there. I think we had, of course, our legendary
Rogers.
Rogers.
And had one of Janice's former students over there that hit a half-court shot, if you remember.
That's right.
Place
Sure
went,
we've still got all that video. We had a fast credit. Of course, we do miss our coach, the Swami.
Oh, man. I tell you, you know, it's not... I go through Lexington a lot campaigning, and it's not a time I don't go through there. I don't think of it. Even at the games.
Well, you can stop by and visit him. He's up at Pettis Cemetery.
That's right. See, he'd love that too.
He
did.
And you know, and especially football starting right now. That's when you think of. Boy, he could tell you mascots and of every high school in the state of
I used
Alabama.
to quiz him.
Oh, I know it.
You know,
He'd
every
know it,
capital, too.
Yeah. He's Big Buddy Rick's, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there'll never be another one like him,
No,
I can tell you that. But
no.
the old Swami, we'll miss him this year, too. But anyway, Mike, tomorrow, 11 o'clock, come and meet and greet Mike Curtis. And
bring your chairs.
Good company.
come on out tomorrow out at the Sheriff's Arena on 99 at 11 o'clock. Well, Mike, thanks for participating today. Good to see you again, and we'll be seeing a lot of you, I guess, from here till November.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me take a break. We're going to go outside with the cruise in. The Mustang Man is back. We'll check in with him. Rick, Matthew, and Dusty made an appearance. Hey, we ain't got no food like we had yesterday.
I know it, man.
We'll talk with him just a little bit, too. Y'all hang on.